Hello and welcome to Closing Your Mala. Hopefully by now you've all beaded your 108 beads and it's time to close your mala. So this is where I'm at. My 108 beads, I then went ahead and added my guru bead, tied my next knot, added my pendant, and tied a double knot at the end. All right, so you got through your 108 beads, you put on your guru bead, tied your knot, added your pendant, and double knotted the end. And now you're ready to close your mala. All right. I'm sorry I look exhausted, but I'm leaving for Africa in the morning. Oh my gosh, can you believe that? It's crazy, it feels wild. But I wanted to get this last video out so you could close your malas and be ready for a live session. So if we had any questions or troubleshooting, I'm gonna go ahead and do that live session while I'm at I Am Sisterhood, Kenya. So maybe I'll be able to show some wild animals or have some fun while we're there. Okay, so now that you've beaded your guru bead and your pendant, this part will be the end of your mala. We're gonna meet the top of the guru bead with your other side of your cord, and we are gonna go ahead and tie these together. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and make a loop to feed that through, and we're going to tie that together. And this can get, you might have to work with it a little bit. Sometimes these can get a little tricky. So I'm gonna work with mine a little bit, get in there and get a nice knot started. And that's part of the process of making a mala, is making mistakes and fixing them gracefully. So I'm going in and I'm tying another knot. Really, I tie a series of knots to close it at the end. That's part of it, that kind of frog look at the end with the knots. I just kind of get in there and feed my knots over and over until I get kind of an appearance that I really like with those knots. As you can see, it's just getting tighter and tighter. Sometimes you get it on the first shot, and sometimes you really have to work with that knot. And that's kind of part of the fun of it, honestly. All right, I'm almost there. We can almost say we closed it, girls. Sisters. All right, let's get back through here. Oh my gosh, all of a sudden it just started raining like mad here. So I'm just laughing because I can barely hear myself because the rain's pouring outside. All right. See, I'm just going knot after knot. I'm just collecting those knots together, and then I'm going to show you a picture. Okay. So beautiful. This mala is actually for my sister Marilyn, my sister who is running Soul Safari in Kenya, and I'm so excited to give this to her. All right, if you look at the knots now, I'm going to show you before we cut, do anything. That's our knot. Kind of looks like a Chinese frog closure. Beautiful. All right, you see how I just kind of gathered those knots, pulled them together, and made a collective casserole of knots. Get you look at that again. All right, so that part of your mala is complete. We have our knot complete. It's time to get that super glue out. Yeah, that's right, girl. It's time to super glue this mala up. Turn this mala out. All right. We are going to take our bead. I like the Bead Fix. I don't know if you guys have that where you are, but you can use any super glue, but I use the Bead Fix. All right, and I'm just gonna take it and drop a little bit right on the knot. It's okay if it falls on that guru bead, it'll secure it there, and it'll secure that knot for good, so you won't have to worry about it. All right, here we go. Don't want too much. Beautiful. I'm going to make sure I get both sides. Both sides. Secure that knot because you worked so hard. All right, you see, I've saturated that knot. You don't have to put too much on. It really spreads. That glue will really spread. And you just kind of a drop on each side and then let that dry. And then what we do when that's dried is, well, I'm also going to tie this one again at the bottom until it looks how I want it to look. It looks I just like a third knot so it looks a little bit more decorative. So I'll take this one and I'll jog my knot down. Trying not to get the super glue on my hands. All right. And it's time to knot that knot, or excuse me, to glue that knot also. We're going to go over that knot. All right. Just because I'm nuts, I'm doing it a fourth time. I'm just a perfectionist. Almost done. And then we can snip, snip, and be done. It's so fun. So much loving intention in this one. And as you can see, I saturated that knot also. All right. And all I'm gonna do now that we've got that glue on there, I'm gonna take some scissors. Just catch this. See? Yeah, look, it's like cutting the umbilical cord. I'm gonna take these scissors and I'm gonna snip it. And you might have to work with it a little bit to get as much off as you need to. Yeah, see, I didn't use sharp enough scissors like I told everybody else to. Not listening to my own advice, right? All right, we are done. That is the finished product at the bottom. Beautiful. Look at that. Look, 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 look. All right. And we have a finished mala. Everybody see that? Just beautiful. And I bet yours is absolutely beautiful too. I want to see everybody's pictures and any questions that you have. Even though I'm going to be in Africa, I'll be available by Wi-Fi. So get a hold of me and by instant message or private message, however you like, email, and I'll get back to you with an answer, I promise you. So much love. Night, sisters. Bye.